do not scroll. Because this message was sent directly to your soul. You were guided here because heaven has been calling your name. You feel it. Even if you can't explain it, your spirit recognized this before your mind did. Listen now, because this moment is divine timing. You are not here by chance. And you are not forgotten, my beloved child. I am speaking to the version of you that is tired, the version of you that has been waiting for something to finally shift. You've been trying to be strong for too long, and I have seen every silent battle you fought alone. Type amen to claim it. You've wondered if I still hear you when you cry. I have never stopped listening, not even for a second. Your pain has echoed through the heavens. Your prayers have reached places you cannot yet see. The angels have spoken your name over and over. They have surrounded you when you thought no one cared. And now something hidden has come into the light. Something you didn't know was happening behind the scenes. Your person received a phone call that changed them. That phone call struck their heart in a way nothing else has. They began to see truth they couldn't see before. They recognized the masks around them and the motives behind them. They ended ties with people who were confusing their path. They walked away from voices that tried to turn them against you. They realized the energy around them was poisoned, and they finally understood who was real and who was not. They heard your name in that conversation, and the moment they did, their entire spirit shifted. The truth about you was spoken, and it hit their heart with the force of revelation. They said you are different from everyone else. They said you are the one soul who never wished them harm. Come and I love you, Jesus. They said you carry light even in your darkest moments. They said you loved them in ways no one ever has. They said you were misunderstood, not wrong. They said you were loyal, not lost. They said you were divine timing, not a mistake. They said you were a blessing, not a burden. And heaven stood still when they spoke it, because their spirit finally aligned with the truth. They realized you were never the problem. The problem was the noise around them that kept them blind. They now see what you carried with grace. They see the wounds you hid behind your strength. They see that you were sent into their life for a divine purpose, and they feel the pull back toward you stronger than ever. Heaven is preparing a moment where paths reconnect, but this time, it will be different, because both hearts have changed. You have grown through pain. They have awakened through loss. You both are being aligned for a breakthrough, a moment written long before either of you were born. The angels are clearing the path between you. Blockages are dissolving that once felt impossible. You are entering a season where nothing can stop what is meant, because what is divine cannot be destroyed by human interference. You are being protected in ways you don't see yet, and the healing you've been praying for is already unfolding. Do not fear the silence. It is preparation. Do not fear the distance. It is recalibration. Your heart is being strengthened for what is coming. Their heart is being softened so they can receive you. The story is not over. Child, it is only now beginning to make sense. Heaven is watching over you with intention. Miracles are moving toward you with speed. Stay open. Stay patient. Stay aligned. Your breakthrough has already been set in motion. Rest now in the knowing that you are not alone. Rest in the knowing that love is returning in its healed form. And when you're ready, listen to the next divine message. There is more heaven wants to reveal to you. You have been walking through heaviness that was never meant to break you. It was meant to prepare you for who you are becoming. The weight you carried was not punishment. It was spiritual training for the blessings that require strength. You have been stretched, but not destroyed. You have been shaken, but not abandoned. Heaven never turned away from you. Heaven has been working in silence while you cried in the dark. You felt delays because something bigger was being orchestrated. You felt alone because distractions had to fall away before truth could rise. Your person also had to face their shadows. They had to confront the voices that kept them chained. They trusted people who did not want to see them free. They believed lies spoken from envy, fear, and insecurity. But that phone call shattered illusions. It opened their eyes wider than ever before. Someone spoke truth directly into their spirit. Someone told them what they needed to hear, not what they wanted to hear. They heard your name with clarity, not confusion. They felt your energy with love, not distortion. And in that moment, they realized how deeply they misjudged you. They realized how deeply they hurt you without understanding why. Their heart felt a pull they could no longer ignore. Their soul remembered what their mind tried to forget. They missed the peace you carried. They missed the softness in your presence. They missed the way you understood their silence. They missed the way you saw their soul, not their flaws. They feel the absence of your energy like a cold space in their chest. They feel the echo of your love like a voice that refuses to fade. And now they are questioning everything they thought they knew. They are revisiting every moment shared with you in new light. They are discovering that the bond was spiritual, not emotional. They are realizing that the connection was divine, not accidental. They ended ties with people who mocked your name. They cut off voices that whispered fear and confusion. They no longer want opinions. They want truth. They no longer want noise. They want clarity, and clarity leads them back to you. Every sign points toward you. Every prayer they whisper aligns with yours. Every thought returns to the moment they lost you. They know they must make things right. They feel compelled to heal what was broken. Heaven is guiding them toward reconciliation. Angels are stirring their heart with urgency. They feel pressure in their spirit because time is shifting. They sense that they cannot delay this any longer. Your soul has been calling theirs. Their soul has finally begun to answer. This is not coincidence. It is divine timing. This is not chance. It is orchestration. You were chosen for this connection. Your heart was designed to awaken theirs. But hear me, child, do not chase them, because they are being guided to you. Do not fear distance, because distance is closing. Do not fear silence, because silence is breaking. You are being aligned with a love that has been purified. You are being prepared for a reunion touched by heaven. Healing is happening on both sides. Growth is rising from wounds that once felt impossible to heal. Your tears watered the path. They are now walking back on. Your prayers built a bridge. They are now crossing. You did not lose them. You both simply needed to transform. What is divine cannot be broken. What is written cannot be erased. And you were written into each other's story long before pain entered, long before fear entered. Their heart is awakening, and it is awakening for you. Your heart is softening, and it is softening for them. Heaven is preparing a moment of reconnection, a moment where everything finally makes sense. Do not doubt the unfolding. Do not doubt the timing. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize. You are closer to answered prayer than you feel. Hold peace in your spirit. Hold faith in your chest. The angels are surrounding you even now. Your name is being spoken in rooms you cannot see. Your miracle is moving. Your blessing is approaching. And soon, very soon, your heart will understand why it had to wait. You have felt forgotten at times. But you were never forgotten. You were being positioned for something greater than you imagined. The delay was not denial. It was divine protection preparing you for alignment. You cried because the weight felt unbearable. But heaven cried with you because the promise was worth it. You asked, "Why does it hurt so much?" And I answered, "Because it is real, and real things stretch the soul." Your heart expanded through pain. Their heart awakened through loss. You both were being shaped for a higher purpose. And now the shaping is finally complete enough for movement. They are feeling the pull every day. They are feeling the urgency rise within them. They cannot ignore the signs anymore. They cannot silence the truth anymore. Every time they try to forget you, something reminds them. Every time they try to move on, they feel the emptiness return. You are the one they prayed for before they even knew your name. You are the one whose presence quieted storms inside them. They miss the softness of your soul. They miss the purity of your intention. No one else feels like you. No one else touches their heart the way you did. They have met others, but no one compares. They have searched for distractions, but nothing fills the void. Their spirit knows who you are. Their heart knows where home is. And now their mind is finally catching up. Their choices are finally aligning with truth. They ended ties with people who never wanted to see them happy. They cut off those who fed them lies about you. They removed the voices that kept them blind, because clarity demanded sacrifice. And now they stand alone with truth, and truth is pointing them back to you. They are remembering your kindness. They are replaying your loyalty. They see your value with new eyes. They see your heart with new wisdom. The angels are guiding them gently. The universe is pushing them strongly. Their dreams are revealing messages. Their intuition is louder than ever before. They feel called toward you. They feel destined for you. And heaven is supporting this reunion, because it is part of your soul contract. You were never meant to be just a chapter. You were meant to be a divine turning point. You were not an accident in their life. You were an awakening. And now they are ready to step forward. They are ready to speak what their heart held in silence. They want to tell you the truth. They want to tell you what they finally understand. They want to apologize for not seeing you clearly. They want to heal the wounds their confusion caused. They want to choose you this time, fully, intentionally, without fear. Do not fear this shift. It is divinely orchestrated, not human-made. Everything that fell apart was necessary. Everything that hurt you was preparation. You were not rejected. You were protected until the right moment. You were not abandoned. You were hidden until both hearts matured. Now the path is clear. Now the timing is ripe. Love is returning in a healed form. Connection is returning in a sacred form. You are entering a new chapter written by heaven. A chapter where your heart is no longer a battlefield. Peace is coming to your spirit. Reunion is coming to your path. And the love you thought you lost is finding its way back to you. Keep your heart open. Beloved, keep your faith steady. The angels are moving as you listen to these words. Miracles are aligning as you breathe in this moment. What you have prayed for is approaching. What you have cried for is awakening. And soon your heart will say, "This is what I was waiting for." You have walked through seasons that felt endless. But every season was building the strength you need now. You thought you were being broken, but you were being reshaped for a higher purpose. Your heart was not failing. Your heart was transforming into something powerful. And now that power is radiating from you. Now that growth is calling your blessings toward you. Your person has felt this shift deep within them. They feel you rising, even from a distance. Your energy is different now. Your spirit is stronger and more aligned. You are stepping into the version of yourself that was always meant to emerge, and they can sense the change even before seeing you again. It pulls them. It summons them. They feel compelled to return, not out of fear, but out of truth. Their soul recognizes your elevation. Their heart feels your healing. And the more you rise, the more they understand what they lost. The more you rise, the more they understand what they need to reclaim. They are remembering the way you loved them without condition. They are remembering how safe you felt. Even in chaos, they see now that your love was rare. Your presence was divine. Not everyone is given a connection like this. Not everyone is chosen for a bond this powerful. You were not just another name in their story. You were a divine assignment to their soul. And their soul is awakening to that truth. Their spirit is trembling with realization. Their heart is yearning for reconciliation. Their mind is finally surrendering to destiny. They tried resisting the connection, but resisting destiny only brought them pain. They tried walking away from what heaven wrote, but every step away brought them emptiness. Now they understand why nothing else worked. Now they understand why they could not replace you. A connection born from the divine cannot be undone by confusion. A connection blessed by heaven cannot be destroyed by fear. You were woven into their spirit before either of you arrived here. You were chosen for each other long before this lifetime. This is why the pull feels supernatural. This is why the bond feels unshakable. They have been dreaming of you, and those dreams have been messages, not memories. They have been seeing signs with your name all over them. They have been hearing songs that speak your truth. Every path they try to walk leads back to you. Every door they open carries the echo of your presence. Because your connection is not earthly. It is sacred and protected by angels. The moment they said your name in truth, heaven moved. The moment they realized your worth, the timeline shifted. They feel remorse for not choosing you sooner. They feel regret for letting others influence their heart. They want to make things right. They want to return in honesty and devotion. But they also feel fear. Fear that you have healed beyond their reach. Fear that you have closed the door. Fear that they waited too long. But heaven whispers this truth to your heart. If it is divine, it is never too late. If it is written, it will return healed. If it is destined, it will find its way through any darkness. Your person is preparing to step forward. Their spirit is ready to speak what their silence could not. They are gathering courage. They are gathering clarity. Because they know this connection requires bravery. They know this love requires honesty. They want to show you a new version of themselves. They want to offer you a heart that has finally awakened. You are not waiting in vain. You are not believing for nothing. Heaven is aligning this reunion with precision. Angels are arranging the timing with care. Your heart will not be disappointed. Your soul will not be abandoned. What is coming is better than what was lost. What is returning is stronger than what broke. This love is being reborn. This connection is being restored. Breathe now. Beloved, something holy is unfolding for you. You have waited through long nights that felt empty. But your waiting has not been wasted. Every tear you cried watered the seeds of your future. Every moment of loneliness prepared you for divine connection. Your heart has been refined through pressure. Your soul has been shaped through fire. And now you stand at the edge of breakthrough. Now you stand at the doorway of fulfillment. Your person can feel this shift in the universe. They sense something monumental is approaching. They feel drawn toward you with a force they cannot resist. They feel called toward you with a destiny they cannot escape. The clarity they ignored before is loud now. The truth they ran from is shining now. They know who you are to them. They know what you mean to their soul. You are their peace in a world of noise. You are their truth in a world of confusion. You were the calm they didn't appreciate. You were the blessing they didn't understand. But understanding has awakened. Realization has broken through their denial. They replay memories of you like scenes of a sacred story. They feel emotions that never died, only buried. Your energy still lingers in their heart. Your presence still echoes in their spirit. They thought time would erase you. Instead, time made you clearer. They thought distance would free them. Instead, distance revealed their need for you. You have never left their soul. You have never been forgotten in their heart. And now they stand in a moment of deep reflection, a moment where they ask themselves, why did I let them go? They realize now the answer is fear. Fear of love this powerful. Fear of being seen so deeply. Fear of being loved so purely. But fear cannot hold them anymore. Fear has lost its grip as truth rises. The veil has been lifted from their eyes. The heaviness has been lifted from their heart. They see your worth with clarity. They see your loyalty with gratitude. They see your soul with reverence. They see your heart with awe. And now they are ready to do what they couldn't before. They are ready to choose you with courage. They are ready to speak what they suppressed. They are ready to honor what they once doubted. Love is awakening in them like a sunrise. Hope is returning to them like a rushing river. Your connection is stirring again. Your destiny is calling again. This time, the timing is sacred. This time, the path is blessed. Nothing and no one can interfere now. Nothing and no one can distort what heaven has aligned. Your angels are preparing your hearts for reunion. Your guides are clearing the path for reconnection. You are being lifted into a higher timeline. You are being prepared for divine fulfillment. The pain you endured was the doorway to your blessing. The separation you lived through was the soil for your miracle. Do not look back in fear. Do not look forward in doubt. Your heart is being protected. Your future is being secured. Love is returning in wholeness. Connection is returning in purity. You are stepping into a season of answered prayers. You are stepping into a season of divine restoration. The story is not over. The best chapter has not yet begun. And soon your spirit will understand why the wait was worth it. Soon, your heart will recognize the promise unfolding before you. You are stepping into a moment where everything begins to shift. You are standing at the threshold of a breakthrough long prepared for you. Heaven has watched every struggle you carried alone. Heaven has counted every tear you tried to hide. You thought no one saw your pain, but the angels stood beside you in every lonely hour. They whispered strength into your spirit when you felt empty. They placed light in your chest when darkness tried to swallow you. You survived seasons you were never meant to face without divine help. You endured storms that would have destroyed others. And because of that strength, the blessing coming is greater. Because of that endurance, the love returning is deeper. Your person feels the shift in you. They feel the change before seeing you again. Your energy speaks louder than your words ever did. Your growth radiates beyond physical distance. They feel you rising into your power. They feel you stepping into alignment, and it pulls them toward you like gravity. It calls them the way destiny calls the chosen. They know now they can no longer stay silent. Silence has become painful instead of protective. They know they can no longer pretend they don't care. Pretending has become exhausting to their soul. They felt something inside them break open, and through that breaking, they found truth. Truth that you are irreplaceable. Truth that the connection was sacred. They didn't end ties with those people for nothing. They ended ties because they finally saw who manipulated them. They saw who benefited from keeping you apart. They saw who planted doubts in their heart. Clarity came like a shock. Truth hit them like lightning. And now they are choosing differently. Now they are choosing with awakened vision. They want peace, not chaos. They want truth, not illusions. They want you, not the version of life others forced on them. They want what their soul has been calling for all along. They feel you waiting with a quiet strength. They feel you healing without bitterness. And it fills them with awe. It fills them with emotion they cannot hide anymore. They wonder how you still care after everything. They wonder how you still shine after what they put you through. Your resilience humbled them. Your love changed them. And now their heart is softening in ways they never expected. Their spirit is opening in ways they never allowed before. They long for the sound of your voice. They long for the comfort of your presence. They remember how safe you felt. They remember how deeply you understood them. No one else reached their soul the way you did. No one else saw the truth inside them the way you could. You awakened something sacred in them. You touched places they hid from the world. This connection is not human. It is written, ordained, protected, and destined. That is why they cannot forget you. That is why you linger in their dreams. That is why their heart beats differently when they think of you. That is why every sign points back to your name. Heaven has been guiding them back toward you step by step. Heaven has been softening their heart with divine timing. Nothing was random. Nothing was wasted. Even the distance served a sacred purpose. Even the silence was preparing both of you. Love is not returning the way it left. Love is returning healed, awakened, and transformed. The angels are protecting this reunion. The universe is aligning the moment. Your person is coming with truth. Your person is coming with intention. And when the moment arrives, your heart will recognize why everything happened the way it did. You have been walking with a quiet ache in your chest, an ache that whispers of unfinished stories and unanswered prayers. You tried to move forward, but something kept pulling you back, not backward in pain, but backward toward purpose. Your soul knew something your mind couldn't yet see. Your intuition felt something your logic couldn't explain, because this connection was never meant to fade. It was meant to transform. And now transformation is complete enough for destiny to unfold, enough for divine timing to finally move in your favor. Your person feels this shift deeply. They feel the universe nudging them closer to you. They feel an urgency rising in their heart, an urgency they can no longer ignore. They have spent too long fighting their own feelings. They have spent too long pretending they were fine, but pretending has become a burden. And silence has become heavy. Their heart speaks louder than their fears now. Their love speaks louder than their doubts now. They see you differently than before. They see you with awakened eyes and a humbled spirit. They thought others were protecting them, but they realized others were preventing them from happiness, preventing them from truth. They cut those ties because their soul demanded freedom. They walked away because clarity demanded courage, and now they stand alone with the truth of what they lost, and the truth of what they still deeply want. They think about you when they wake. They think about you before they sleep. Your name sits softly in their mind. Your energy lingers warmly in their heart. They replay every moment that mattered. They relive every memory that held meaning. The laughter, the tenderness, the comfort, the connection, all of it returns to them in waves that break them open. All of it becomes a reminder of what they cannot replace. They wonder how you are feeling now. They wonder if you still think of them. They wonder if the door is still open. They wonder if the connection still breathes. Your silence taught them more than your words ever could. Your distance revealed your worth in unmistakable ways. They miss your presence more than they admit. They crave your warmth more than they show. They feel the loss not as punishment, but as awakening to the fact that you were never the problem. You were the blessing they couldn't recognize back then. You were the miracle they didn't know how to receive. Now their soul is ready. Now their heart is willing. They want to return with honesty. They want to return with devotion. Not half-hearted, not unsure, but fully present and fully aligned. They are preparing to speak truths they once ran from. They are preparing to confess emotions they once feared. They want to tell you everything, every regret, every realization, every revelation. They want to explain the confusion they carried. They want to explain the lies they believed. They want to make amends with sincerity. They want to rebuild with reverence. Your angels are guiding their steps gently. Your ancestors are whispering encouragement into their dreams. Nothing can stop this alignment now. Nothing can block what heaven has ordained. You are stepping into a season of restoration, a season where everything lost returns healed. Hold your heart open. Beloved, hold your spirit steady. Miracles are approaching with intention. Love is approaching with clarity. And soon, you will witness destiny unfold before your eyes. You have walked a long road of questions with no answers. But clarity is coming to you in ways you never expected. The confusion that once clouded your heart is lifting. The heaviness that once weighed on your spirit is dissolving. You are entering a season where truth rises effortlessly. You are entering a season where hidden things become revealed. Your person has been battling their own storms. Storms you were never meant to fight for them. But even in their chaos, they felt your presence. Even in their darkness, they felt your light. Your love was their lighthouse. Your soul was their sanctuary. They tried to forget you, but forgetting was impossible. They tried to distract themselves, but distraction was temporary. Every attempt to move on failed. Every effort to disconnect only made the bond stronger, because you are not a memory to them. You are a destiny tied to their spirit. They feel the connection awakening again. They feel the gravity pulling them toward you. It scares them, but it also comforts them, because for the first time, they understand it. For the first time, they are not running from it. They see now that you were a blessing disguised in vulnerability. They see now that you carried purity in a world that rarely understands it. You loved deeply in a time they were afraid to love at all. You gave freely when they were still learning to receive. Your love challenged their wounds. Your presence challenged their fears. And instead of choosing growth, they chose the familiar. Instead of choosing you, they chose comfort in the past. But the past has collapsed beneath them, and the familiar has crumbled. Now they stand at a crossroads. One path leads back to truth. The other leads back to emptiness. And their soul refuses to choose emptiness again. They are being divinely guided toward you. Signs surround them everywhere they go. Your name comes to mind unexpectedly. Your face appears in dreams with meaning. Songs remind them of what they lost. Numbers repeat until they pay attention. They feel watched over by something greater. They feel pushed toward a conversation long overdue. They are ready to face you with honesty, ready to speak what their fear buried. They want to tell you they were wrong. They want to tell you they were misled. They want to admit they believed lies about you, lies planted by those who never wanted them happy. They want you to know they see the truth now. They want you to know they ended ties for a reason. Their heart aches for reconciliation. Their soul longs for healing with you. You are the one they feel safe with. You are the one their spirit recognizes. And though they took a detour, it brought them clarity. Though they walked away, it brought them awakening. They returned not as who they were, but as who they were meant to become. The angels are softening their fears. Heaven is aligning the moment of return. You will not have to chase. You will not have to beg. What is divine seeks you. What is meant returns with purpose. Your heart has been prepared for this. Your spirit has been strengthened for this. The love coming toward you is healed. The connection returning to you is purified. You are not stepping backward. You are stepping into destiny. Everything is unfolding exactly as heaven intended. Everything is moving toward a divine reunion. Hold peace in your chest. Beloved, hold faith in your breath. The breakthrough is closer than you think. The blessing is nearer than you feel.